It's the brand new kind of me. Don't be mad. They are. They big mad. Big mad. Don't be mad. It's just a brand new kind of me. Big mad. Oh. Okay. So, you versus them. Any of my old timers, any of my old school like followers, y'all know what you versus them is. But this doesn't have to be a romantic partner either. This could be like you versus your mom, you versus like your dad, your sibling, your coworker. Whatever resonates for you, take it that way. Don't be mad. It's just a brand new kind of me. Actually, I do want to bless this reading with a prayer. Oh, where are you? This, I feel like that's significant. So I want to read it because it caught my eye. Hey. Careful, Scorpio. They're going to kill you and make it look like a drug overdose, or you need to slow down. 2 have already died, and 1 more before the end of the year. Wow. That's significant for someone. And that was back when I originally wrote that. That was last year. Oh, and actually, it might have been November of 2022. So that's significant. Because someone kept a secret from you, their karma is a secret from you. Their karma is a secret about them is going to be exposed publicly. This person won't be able to lie their way out of it because the accuser has receipts. So someone's being exposed for something because the time's up for them to do the right thing by you. So now they're getting exposed for something they never wanted anyone to know about. There's a couple whose entire world is crumbling to the ground because of what they stole from you. I'm getting a Sagittarius or Capricorn woman and a Scorpio or Libra man. The couple and they are really wish they hadn't come for you. So whoever it was that stole from you, they're getting their lives torn apart right now. Hey, Kathleen. I'm doing good. I'm just like trying to find this prayer that I wanted to say before I started the reading. And I can't figure out where it's at in here. And I really feel like I've already passed it because I know it wasn't this, yeah. No. This is crazy. It's gotta be in here. Oh yeah, here we go. By the power and authority I have through Yeshua Yamashita, you witches and warlocks coming against my life, I rebuke you. I cut off every witchcraft attack against me and my viewers. I cut off their devices. I command their mirror to break into 1,000 pieces and to leave their monitoring spirits blind. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I come against you in the name of Yeshua, for the Lord has not given me a spirit of fear, but of boldness and sound mind. I come against you, powers oppressing my life, for If God is for me, who will be against me? Heavenly Father, break the arm of the wicked man who is holding any satanic mirror, uh, distorting the progression of my life. May all wickedness sent towards me be consumed by the fire of God. God will fight for me as I maintain my peace. In Yeshua's name, amen. So there's definitely someone still trying to send witchcraft attacks. Clearly, I stumbled through that, and I shouldn't have. But they're really going to really. It's almost over, guys. And sadly, I really do think whoever it is that's in charge is going to have to go on the ground because they won't. They feel like they have nothing left to lose. They might as well keep going until they are on the ground. So that's more likely exactly what they're going to get. Okay, you versus them. So I have one deck is green and one deck is black. I'm going to use this is for the feminine. Actually, no. Sorry, masculine, because air and fire are both masculine, and that's the two that popped up in the cut. So this is the masculine, and this is the feminine. Feminine justice and transformation. Nothing's gonna stop us now. If this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Hey, Ella, you in here? Or any of my moderators for that matter? Or Kathleen, you put the first comment out. So do you want the feminine to go first or the masculine? Should I pull from the feminine deck first or the masculine deck first? Okay, cool. So, Fem, you are a star. No, you still have hope. You haven't given up throughout this process, and it shows. I mean, you're glowing, and it shows. Hey, Sherry, I love you too, baby. But your hope is still alive. You are still going strong, even though you may not feel like it. You're stronger than you have any idea. Someone could be a Taylor Swift fan because this woman really looks like Taylor Swift. Or something's going to swiftly change. Keep your lanterns, keep your oil, you know what I mean, like lanterns full. Or you have kept them full. And you're shining really bright to the people around you, whether you know it or not. 17 is significant for somebody, or somebody's life path 8. The masculines really, they're happy too. They're celebrating something. Yeah, this is over, guys. I mean, it may not have ended the way you wanted it to or the way you thought it would, but the oppression, the battle is over. Both the feminine and the masculine are both over. I mean, the storm is over now. Yeah. Your new beginning's here. It's fiery, passionate, However, I mean, if you're not feeling this energy, then you need to get over yourself, because, or you're not a divine feminine, I guess. I mean, I don't know, but the storm is over, and it's time to come out of that cocoon and use the gifts that you've been given throughout this last couple of years. And the masculine, your ships are coming in too. And if you guys are still in separation, then that means don't any minute now. I mean, and I don't think it's going to be something either one of you do on purpose. This one's going to be given, the credit's going to be given to God on this one. This is going to hit you guys both in the face. It really is. Wheel of Fortune. Talk about a Willy Wonka moment. Charlie Bucket getting everything he ever wanted. Yeah. It's gonna, after all these years of struggle and fight and being torn down and broken apart and rebuilt and broken down again, like everything you've ever desired, everything you ever wished for is really about to come true. Hey, Trey. Thanks. And so is the masculine. He's finally back on his throne, and he learned integrity. Someone who you may consider a liar is now actually either they've learned how to tell the truth, or maybe they weren't as much of a liar as you thought they were. It could have very well been your unhealed trauma. And also projection, like not projection of like you're a liar, but blaming them for the people of the past. Like you were just assuming that they were lying to you because everyone in your past had. And maybe that was a trauma response and not truly this person being a liar. But I mean, I trust and believe like they probably deserve some of that credit. So don't take on more than what is yours. But you're definitely learning something now that it's going to change your perspective. Hardcore. October 9th. Oh, wow, that's today, isn't it? Oh, this one's dead. But isn't that today? Yeah. So one of you ladies feminine energies, you learned something today. And it may be that your masculine wasn't as much of a lying shithead as you thought, but he did work with this group. And he definitely did work with this group. But I think now he's working with the group in order to make it right, like what he did to you, because he knows, even if he thought he was doing right in the beginning, now because he realized he got the truth, the real information, now he's going to take as much effort and energy into making it right. That's the King of Swords, but came out in both decks. You guys are mirroring each other. You guys both, you did exactly as far as like, the reason why you didn't trust each other was exactly the same thing. It's because you were blaming each other for your past people's mistakes. This separation had to happen because you guys were DOA on arrival, like you guys were dead on arrival like the first time around, because you guys were still seeing your past person. Both of you were. And if the separation hadn't happened, you guys never would have saw each other's true selves. And for the ones of you that are meant to get back together that will get back together, I think you're gonna really see like you're gonna see a big difference in this person, as they will you as well, because both of you were doing that. You guys were both seeing your past person. You weren't seeing the person that was standing in front of you. Yeah. You guys both have to. I mean, your masculine's doing it now, walking away from the past, truly walking away from it, and it's walking. And I think you both have done it, but this is the masculine deck, so I'm going to stick with the masculine. This is not like a person. This is their ego. This is their pride. Like they had to go through an ego death, and I feel like the feminine did too. But this is someone's ego like being left behind, because as long as they were in their ego, they were never ever going to see you for who you truly were, and never appreciate you or love you properly. I've been really good, Sherry. Yeah, you're a unicorn. And this masculine their ego had to die for them to see it. But so did yours. You had to stop explaining yourself to demons. Like, stop trying to stop thinking that if you explained yourself and people understood you, that they would like you. Because regardless if they understood you or not, they were never going to like you, because they're on Team Satan. And so was your masculine there for a minute. But he didn't really. The thing is, he was so twisted up inside that he thought he was on Team Good and he was on Team Evil. But the minute he actually fully realized it, he switched sides. He just had to do it strategically so he didn't sound the alarm. And he might have done enough to where he had to. He might have been. If you haven't heard from him in a while, he really might have been in jail. Because that woman's wearing stripes. You're about to hear from him, though. Or you're about to hear from somebody. But it's a message that you should have gotten a long time ago. Or it's a message you did get a long time ago, but somebody else intercepted it and never told you. And that really might have been like what really caused this huge, great divide, like disconnect between the two of you. Somebody sent you something a long time ago and you never got it. And there's somebody else that's still trying to keep you from getting it. Whether it was a message, a letter, a package, a phone call, whatever, you were supposed to get something a long time ago, and there's somebody in your life that you think is for you, and they're not. And they're still desperately trying to keep you from getting this information. But you're about to get it, and it's going to be hand-delivered, I think. That way, there's no interception that can be had. Whoever sent the message, either they're going to hand-deliver it themselves, or there's a person, an authority figure coming to speak to you. Like, this message cannot be held back from you any longer. And whoever it is that was holding it back from you, they're going to get what they got coming to them. I don't ever care if someone likes me. Well, some people do though. Some people really do worry and care about what other people think about them. Others of us naturally, we were naturally born without give a fuck when it comes to that. But and then others of us, we have to learn it. But we get to that point where we don't care. But there's certain people the way other people view them. I mean, that is everything to them. King of Fire. This really could be a Leo that's that sent this message, or wants to send this message, or is going to come out to you. Because the Nine of Pentacles is Leo and Virgo, and the King of Fire is Leo and Cancer. So with them coming out together, it kind of gives me that the feminine might be hearing from a Leo very soon. There's Leo again. Whatever this is, This is um this is going to be you getting this message is going to complete your transformation. August 2nd is someone's birthday, or February 8th. The reason why this person kept this information from you, for one, I think they were jealous of it, and if they couldn't have it, they didn't want you to have it. But for two, this person knew that when you got this message or this information or whatever that it's been hidden from you, it was going to heal you. It would be the last step in your transformation, and that was the most important part. Like that, this person didn't want. They didn't want you to completely transform. They wanted to keep you as unhealed as possible because they benefited from you being unhealed. I can't make it up. Transformation. You've been held down long enough, feminine. You've been tried through the fire and you didn't burn, and it's time for you to be seen by the world. Somebody's a life path 4. Somebody could be born January 3rd, April 13th. Your masculine is in love with you. He just had to grow up. He's still a little scared and intimidated. Like he had to take his whole throne out to the water. You know what I mean? He didn't want to, he was afraid to stick his feet in, but he's ready. He's tired of being without you. But even take the whole throne to the water, because he's too afraid to put his foot in it. He's making progress. He is taking he's taking some action. He's just being slow because he's scared to death for whatever reason. Because he took from you and stole from you and gave to someone else, and he knows you know. Deer is significant for someone. You might have actually been with your masculine at some point out in nature, and you guys might have seen deer together. You're also, I think you, feminine, you were never as materialistic as your masculine, but I think you were somewhat. And you both really had to learn that silver and gold might buy you a home, but it doesn't buy you love. You truly both had to learn that lesson. Even if you're not overtly materialistic, you might have been deep down inside, and you had to go deep within to realize that. Now your masculine, there was no denying that he was, and he had to learn it harder. I mean, he had a harder road than you did. And it's because, well, for one, what he did to you, and then for two, he was hard, bullheaded, and fucking stubborn, and he didn't want to learn the lesson, so he got he got thrown into the fire. You were walked through it. He was thrown into it. You've been very patient. God is very proud of you. I had 14 on my screen, and this is 14. Somebody's born on the 14th of the month, or someone's a life path 5, January 4th, or April 1st. Somebody's definitely a star. They're about to be. That's the second card I've seen with stars on it. Out of your deck, feminine. The masculine might actually be in ruins right now, and that might be why he doesn't want to come back, or he's afraid to like come back because he has nothing to offer you. And he also knows that you know that while he was gone, he had something he could have offered you, and he chose not to. Someone's name is Tiffany. Or Maggie. Feminine, you're gonna have a really hard choice here in the near future. And it's sad. I don't know. I don't know if the masculine's doing it on purpose or if it's just the way it's supposed to play out. I mean, I think it is just the way it's supposed to play out. You're going to wind up getting emotionally invested in, well, there's going to be somebody else in the picture before this masculine finally gets off that throne and puts his foot in the water. But this person's going to still have enough pull in your heart to where it's going to be a really, really tough decision. And it's one that you're going to have to make. And maybe the reason why it's meant to happen this way is because it's to see if you're finally going to choose yourself. Do make the choice that's best for you instead of worrying about what somebody else's feelings. It's the ultimate test of, do you love yourself, or are you going to finally start making choices for yourself, or are you still going to be a people pleaser and choose what you think you should do because of somebody else? It's probably going to be the hardest decision ever because you know that you're breaking somebody's heart, and it's not your fault. So ultimately, someone's heart has to get broken. So why does it have to be yours this time? You didn't choose this. So make the choice that makes you the happiest that you can be, because you didn't ask for this, and somebody else could have come along, could have gotten their shit together a long time ago, and they chose not to. There is definitely, honestly, nothing to worry about for either one of you, because either you'll share this new beginning together or you're both going to have it regardless. It just would have, I think, been brighter had you guys had it together. But, and I honestly, I feel like for at least one person that it is going to be together, because both the Ace of Wands came out for both of you guys, and the King of Swords came out for both of you guys. I really feel like it's patience and timing is what it really is. But if for someone who may make that choice to choose to go in a different direction, you're still going to, all your dreams are still going to come true. So I feel like that's why I meant to say that. Don't base the choice off of what you think you're supposed to do, because you guys are supposed to, like, you're twin flames. You have this greater mission. Like, when you're following your heart and you make the choice from your heart, that out of love, that choice will be the right choice, and all your dreams will come true along that path. So you making your choice through logic and your head and what you think you should do, that's when you get fucked. And I think that's another thing the masculine had to learn the hard way. The masculine chose somebody over you because that's what they thought they should do. And now their life's a living hell. Oh. Someone's name begins with a K, an O, a Y, an A, and someone thinks you're the best thing ever happened to them, they just talk shit because they didn't want to take the blame. They didn't want to take accountability. So Koya could be first, middle, or last name. Someone's name could be K. Someone's name could be Koi. Let's just move these. To those in separation, what would the other person say if they were with them? What is the truth? Childhood trauma. The heat between us is intense. So whoever you're in separation from, like they still feel the passion. They still feel the heat. They're still energetically focused on you and the situation. Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. And that could go both ways, not really, because I feel like somebody is saying, "Don't treat, you're too nice. I don't deserve your kindness because I was a shithead to you." But then again, it could be the other way around, where someone's like, "Hey, I don't deserve the way you treat me, so stop being a bitch." It is dark without you. Yeah. Will this pain ever stop? And I cry at night. What else is in that bag of little tricks, Ricky? There's K again. Someone's name definitely begins with a K. First, middle, or last. And for somebody I'm speaking to, it's a same-sex relationship. His car, Matt Terry. It's about two men who had nowhere else to go except one of their cars, and they would go out in the country and have their time alone in the car. Fire on Fire, which is another same-sex song. G. I. Someone's name is Gia. Kia. Yoga. Somebody's into yoga. I know more than you think I do about your family. I'm sorry I turned on you for them, but I'm in the middle of making it right. Damn, I wish I was your lover. Someone's name could begin with a B, someone's name could be Sophie, and someone's last name could be Hawkins. Love is a battlefield. Yeah, you guys have been through the ringer, I think, in this connection, but also just in your life in general. If you don't know me by now, if you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. No, you won't. Tia. Toy. TGIA. Toya. Someone's name is Toya. Or LaToya. TKO. This was supposed to be a total knockout, and your enemy's fucked up because they didn't realize you were coal, and by them putting the ultimate pressure on you, just turned you into a diamond. Someone took something from you. Someone lives in Atlanta or Atlanta's significant. They will haunt you until you give back what you stole. You know who you are. Your passed on loved ones shows up in your dreams every night, and they are the cause of the weird sounds and noises in your house. Texas. Someone's in Texas. Someone's really good with technology. Gigabytes, gig. Or someone has a lot of fucking photos and videos of you stored away. Someone's obsessed with you. Every rose has its thorn. Poison. Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn. Every rose has its thorn. Gil, someone's name is Gil. All cried out, allure. And tell him you love him, Nina Simone. LGBT, so yeah, somebody's definitely gay. Tag, you're it. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't go. So she's on her knees and Scotty doesn't know. Funny thing is, they played themselves because Scotty did know. Or whoever. But somebody played themselves out of a blessing because they thought that their blessing was stupid. And they also didn't want their blessing to find out about that. Think Twice, Celine Dion. And Lovers and Friends, Little John and the East Side Boys. If the shoe fits, wear it. If not, put it back on the shelf so the right one can find it. There's someone in your person's family who is blackmailing your person to keep them away from you, and the blackmail is that they will tell you that they are lovers, and that's your person's family, and your person doesn't want you to know that they have had a sexual relationship with someone that they shouldn't have for most of their life. And I'm going to end it there, guys. Love you.